So weather isn't exactly predictable, and that's why it's absolutely necessary to have an insurance plan in place that will protect you and your property in the long run. Here at Dave Friedman Real Estate, we are happy to hear that our friends and neighbors recovered after Hurricane Matthew. Insurance agents provide an invisible safety net that saves you money and time down the line. We sat down with Mark Allen over here at First Capital to get the lowdown on just what sort of plans folks should investigate and consider obtaining as far as insurance goes. But we're going to get started here with some questions with our friend Mark Allen. All right, Mark. So the first question that a lot of people have asked is, what do you think is the number one thing that Lowcountry residents need to look out for when looking for insurance in a home?
Well, the biggest thing they need to look for is deductibles. Like, what are they covering? Meaning your all other peril deductible versus wind and hail and or named storm. The named storm or wind and hail is normally like a percentage of your dwelling. So let's say you have a $300,000 house. You have a 2% named storm or wind and hail. That means your deductible is $6,000. The all other peril has to do with fire, vandalism, theft, water damage, things of that nature.
Got it. And everybody always asks me, how much flood insurance is, and they always think it's going to be an astronomical amount, and it all depends. I usually tell them, first thing they have to do is call Mark Allen, and the second thing is, I usually tell them that it just depends on the area. So what kind of comments do you have on that?
Correct. So it all depends on where your house is located and also the elevation of the house. So normally we get what they call an elevation certificate, and it tells us how high the house is and how well the house is vented so that we know basically how much to charge appropriately.
So if a home is built above the base flood elevation, which I believe code now requires that, and
Correct.
It's been like that for quite some time, How much do you think a flood policy would cost in a home let's say maybe $300,000 to $500,000?
Typical flood policies are normally around $500 a year or so, and that covers you $250,000 on the building with $100,000 in contents. That's the max that FEMA allows. Now we can get other policies that cover you over and above that, but that's a typical FEMA policy.
Perfect, and I agree. Our flood policy in my home is about $451 for the year.
Correct.
And so, what advice do you have for people that want to buy homes that are near the beach, or Charleston is about 70% water, it seems like. Yeah. So people that want to buy something near or on the water, what kind of advice do you have for them?
Well, typically you really want to watch for how much the house costs to rebuild. That's what we look for in insurance, not what you pay for it, but what it costs to rebuild the house.
Okay.
So most people, like let's say they already have a policy, they do renovations, they never call us to say, hey, I just renovated my house and put a couple $100,000 into it. So we don't know. So just make sure that whatever we are insuring, we know what we're insuring so we can insure you correctly.
Okay, perfect. So based on that, you want to make sure that if you make any kind of changes to your home after the initial, to call just to give you an update.
Correct.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And I'm sure a lot of people forget to do that.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So if, I'm sure people have a lot of questions after watching this video and would probably want to reach out to you, Mark. How can they get in touch with you? What's your phone number and or email?
You can call the office. The office number is 843-216-2772. You could also visit our website, www.1stcapins. That's 1stcapins.com. You can also email me, mark@firstcapitalins.com.
Perfect. That sounds great.
Yeah, great. Thanks for your time, Dave.
Yeah, thanks, Mark.
Yeah.